The film takes place in the fictional state of Arstotzka in 1982. The war with Kalakia ended in September, but relations between the states remain tense. Our main character was lucky to get a job as a border control officer for the Migration Service. Every day he must carefully check the documents of migrants who want to enter Arstotzka territory for one reason or another. As usual, he comes to work, takes off his clothes and prepares to open the checkpoint. Takes a book with rules, prepares stamps, and does not forget his pistol for emergencies. Right now, someone is already knocking on his door. When the curtain opens, it turns out to be Sergio, a local police officer. He quietly says that a certain Alice will come, although it is not known what time, but it should happen today. The officer says that he will be his debtor, and suddenly leaves. Our controller calls the next migrant and asks for documents. After looking at the passport, he asks the purpose of the visit. It turns out to be work for a period of 3 months. He must also be given permission to do this work. The man gives it, but here's the problem. The deadline has expired. The man is trying to say that as soon as he is allowed through, his permit will be immediately extended. He also says that his family is in an extremely difficult situation, but the law is the law, and that means refusal. Our hero calls the next one, and so a dozen people pass through him. For the most part, migrants are refused. After all, these are tense times for Arstotzka. It comes down to a certain woman who does not have the right to enter, and it would seem that he needs to be given a red stamp. But she mentions that Sergio should have put in a good word for her. She asks him to let him through and tells how her family died, and Sergio is the only one left. The controller receives a telegram reminding him that the limit of migrants from Kalakia has been reached, so no matter how much he wants to let her through, he cannot do this and issues a refusal. Looking at a photo of his family, he wonders if he did the right thing, but he needs to work further, and he calls the next one. Several people from different countries and with different goals pass through it. Next in line is the man Isaac Rabinski. The purpose of his visit is to visit his sister, whom he has not seen for 3 years. He only wants to visit for 3 days. This man is one of the few who were allowed to go further. The man asks not to be too strict with the next visitor because she will be his wife. Her purpose for the visit is the same as her husband's, to visit her sister. Having carefully checked the documents, the controller indicates that her last name is written as Robinskaya in her passport and as Robinskaya on her entry permit. She says that she constantly struggles with this because her last name is constantly being distorted. She begs to be let in, since her husband still has all their money and she won't be able to return home. Without thinking much, the controller shows mercy and still lets the woman through, but with the words, so that the documents are corrected next time. Before the next visitor could enter, a powerful explosion occurred. Having recovered from the concussion, the controller takes his pistol and goes outside. There is chaos everywhere, and through the smoke, one can see the same man who killed one of the military right now. Without hesitation, he points the gun at our hero and pulls the trigger. This short film ends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comment. See you very soon. Bye.